anyway. Hey there, welcome everyone once again to Astronomy Daily Live. It's 2 hours UTC, and it is time once again for us to gather together on sort of this virtual porch, maybe like a virtual campfire, and we've grabbed our consumables of choice. I've got the usual today. This is HOH, hydrogen hydroxide. A very, very amazing molecule. And yeah, I think I've got about maybe 2 moles in here of this. A mole is the, if you take the atomic weight of anything, and you turn that into grams, right? And that's 1 mole of that substance, right? So HOH has 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. And an oxygen atom, that atomic weight is 16. Right, because there are 8 protons and 8 neutrons in the nucleus. The electrons are so small they sort of don't exactly count, right? In the actual definition of a mole, they do, but it is the atomic weight, right? Converted to grams. So then 16 plus 2, which are the 2 hydrogen atoms, 2 protons, equals 18. So 1 mole of HOH is about 18 grams of that stuff by weight. And 18 grams is, it's a little bit more, well, it's about maybe 3/5 of an ounce, something like that. 3/5 of an ounce. And I've got, actually, I don't know how many ounces are in this, but so maybe I've got more than just a couple of moles, but I've got at least a couple of moles in here. And one of the other interesting and distinguishing features about a mole is that the amount of actual things in a mole is the same number all the time, and that is Avogadro's number, which is like 6 times 10 to the 23rd. So there's at least 10 to the 24th molecules in this, at least, right? If not more. Anyway, I just think it's amazing. So cheers. Favorite consumable of choice. So I'll pop into the chat here, see what shenanigans are going on there. Okay, there, the Nightbot has finally caught up. So that's good. That's good. Anyway, so yeah, I guess I've lollygagged enough around here. Why don't I say howdy to Bobby on the panel? Hey, what's going on over there?
I think like the Nightbot is a little bit slow on YouTube as of right now, as Chuck Nagram also requested the Nightbot to give him his winner.
Okay.
But it haven't responded to that as of yet.
All right. Well, it's just taking its own sweet time. So I want to say hey to Chris over in the chat. Hey, nice to see you there.
Right.
Aaron Wilson,
Chris.
Hey, nice to see you as well. Greetings, welcome.
Welcome.
We're here to spend the next hour or so each and every day talking all things astronomy, space, science, nerdy things, whatever sort of comes up. The primary focus is the astronomical stuff, but there's lots of tangents and who knows what else, right? So Cool. So want to say howdy there. Hey there, Chuck. Nice to see you as well. Excuse me. Yeah, so cheers. Cheers. Excellent. Thanks for coming in once again.
Oh, yeah, Chris Elliott, Nightbot is out to lunch. And
yeah.
I got my faucet water and a brand spanking new grounds I got in the Mardi Gras parade. So cheers.
Wow. All right. All right. Yeah, the yeah, so Mardi Gras, that happened, right? Is that a thing?
Yeah, everything went down pretty darn good.
That's good. That's
and
good.
I did tell you that I had like a weekend day and events going on. I had that local wrestling and that viewing party.
Yeah, I know. I know. Well, as I said, I hope you had a wonderful time. It sounds like you probably did. So yeah, very, very cool. All right. Well, excellent. So yeah, everything is good here. We've had rain all day long, and it continues to rain even now. So yeah, you know, that's it happens this time of year, kind of, sort of. It's a little unusual for this to be happening in March, to have rain in March, but it's not too unusual or strange. And as I said, you know.
So Chris Elliott, how are you coping with the DST?
Yeah, hope everybody is dealing okay with the time change. Yeah, it doesn't really affect me here all that much. I just have to, you know, sometimes be reminded of the fact that you all have shifted. So.
Yeah. I forgot Marco Rubio is part of the Senate or in the House, but if that sunshine protection that goes Marco Rubio's way and everybody else's way, I think we'll be staying in DST all year long.
Okay. Yeah. Well, as I've said, I'm you know, despite the fact that you know I live in a state that doesn't change time. I have lived in places where that does take place, and I've never had particularly any kind of problem with it at all. I see it as sort of an arbitrary thing anyway.
Where's that Navajo Reserve at in Arizona? That's what I want to know.
Oh, the Navajo. I think that's up. I think that's up north, if I remember right. So, but yeah, that's up north here somewhere. Not exactly sure. I'm pretty far south, so I definitely don't get up there all that much. So
I know around here in my parish in Louisiana, we got something called the Chitamacha.
Oh, cool. Yeah, neat. Yeah, no. State of Arizona is full of reservations. There's wow, I don't know how many. Quite a few reservations.
Is it true when there's a reservation, there's always got to be a casino?
Well, I don't know if that's always the case. That definitely isn't the case here. There's a couple of reservations that have some casinos on it, but most of them, are so far out, in the middle of nowhere that even if you were to build a casino there, I don't think very many people would come. So because it's just too far away. So yeah.
I know we got a riverboat casinos. We got some smaller casinos, and then there's like that big casino by Baldwin, where Baldwin is at.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, like I say with most things, if that's what people like, I think they should do that. So cool. Yeah. All right. Well, the other day I was looking at this new, I guess it's sort of a new thing, at least a new feature was added to the light pollution maps. And I like to go over to these light pollution maps from time to time and just sort of look around, look in my area, see how things are, and then poke around the world and sort of see what things are. And the site that I visit relatively often, I mean, I go over there, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 times a year or so. So I mean, it's not incredibly often. Is a light pollution map that I think sort of has its origins in development with the International Deep Sky Association, which, you know, uh, as the name sort of implies, is this organization that is trying to keep light pollution at bay. Um, and so yeah, I think that's probably a good thing. I mean, we need we definitely there's definitely an advantage, right, to having things lit up at night, right? It's certainly a lot easier to see things, right? So if you're going to be out at night, it's it's a nice thing to have, the ground illuminated, so you can sort of see where you're going, or look at what you're looking at.
I wonder what are some of the great things before kerosene. How are you supposed to light the ground at night?
Yeah, well, that's just it. With this increased technology, we're able, to light the ground um, so much better, right? Um, to an extent that a lot of that light is either going, directly up into the sky, or, is being reflected off of the surfaces that are being lit up, and we're getting a lot of reflected light shooting up into the sky, and that definitely affects the conditions, right? If you don't have a dark sky, it's hard to see things, right? Um, because that background sky is so is so uh, is so bright. Hey there, Earth Radio.
Hello, hello.
Hey,
Hey, Ron.
glad you could glad you could join us once again.
Oh, yeah.
Just but yeah, so I I would like to to have a compromise, right? Because I think if it was up to the astronomers, there would be very, very few lights at all, right? But that isn't practical, right? I mean, you got to have lights, because people have to be able to move around and all that kind of stuff. But um, um, I think that there are ways, to sort of minimize the amount of light that is going up into the sky, and we're we humans claim to be pretty intelligent, right? So yeah, let's figure out ways to do that, and those kinds of things are happening. But from time to time, I do like to go over and just poke around the world and see what the light pollution conditions are. So I thought that we would maybe do that for a little while here, see how long that actually goes. So great. It's really, really great to hear Chris is buying his house right now. So yeah, that's always a very, very exciting time. So there's a lot of anticipation, and looking to the future, and there's also, dealing with the situation at hand, which is this move, right? And moving, that's that is quite the event. So, but do what you got to do for sure, and it'll be your place, which has certain perks, right? So very, very cool. And yeah,
Very good, Ron.
yeah, so I'm hoping that Chris is able to build an observatory at this new location too. So cool. All right. All right. So let's go over to this light pollution map, and we can take a look at it here. I'm sharing my screen. Come on, screen share.
Greetings, citizens.
Share the screen.
As you now call yourselves Earth.
Uh-oh.
We come in peace. We have visited your planet several times at what you call your past. We must say we are very impressed with this new radio station called Earth Radio, the most important radio station on your planet. Our citizens on Earth should continue to listen to Earth Radio using the illusion.
I thought that we were being taken over. All right, Ron. That's it. I reserve the full right for a full retaliatory strike. All right, cool. Are we here? Are we back? Oh, okay. He's gone. Full retaliatory strike. All right, well, cool. So here is the entire planet, and I will post this link. I will post this link over here. There we go. So you can follow along and look at your own location too. And
it's kind of a bit strange. So I'm just catching up on the chat.
Yeah.
As well. I'm seeing Tim is there. Jim.
Oh, I did see Tim. Yeah. Hey there, Tim. I missed you before.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Earth Radio, I have absolutely no idea, but oh yeah, I'm just, I've already sent out the guys to come get you. So you'll be hearing a knock at the door pretty darn soon. All right, well, cool. So here we are. This is the entire world, and you can sort of see that it's sort of a night view. And I guess what we're seeing here is just sort of the northern and southern lights, right? Yeah, those are things that you have to contend with, from time to time. But let's see. Let's looking at the entire world in this way, you can really identify, the dark places, right? The American West is pretty dark out here, pretty dark. You've got almost all of South America is pretty darn dark, right? You see, the eastern one half of the United States Look at that. That's just one big ball of green there. So yeah, but you know, there are some difficulties, right? Because this is the Amazon, right? So kind of difficult to get in there. Hey, there's a Mr. Tim.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, nice
Hey,
to
Mr.
see
Tim,
you.
kind of been sad that your prime minister didn't get that deal she wanted.
She needs a bullet in her head. To be honest, I don't follow it much.
What?
I'm not big on politics.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Oh, what?
Sorry, you're breaking up, Bobby.
Apollo what?
Apollo what?
Did I say Apollo?
I don't
No,
think so.
I said I don't follow right. I don't follow politics much. I don't follow Apollo much either.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll bet you probably don't do that either. So
nope.
All right, well, cool. So we're just looking at the light pollution map of the world here, and you know, it's sort of in the Google thing, so we can zoom in here at least eventually. But I'm just I like to look around and see where it's dark, right? So wow, Australia is a nice dark place. I think trying to remember where. I think the big observatories in Chile are up in this area, the Atacama Desert. Not exactly sure where that is. I wonder if we can. Let's see if we can just find that out really quick here. Atacama Desert, or Atacama Desert. Let's see if we can get a little map. See exactly where this is. Okay, so yeah, it is up northern Chile. So actually up here, right? So this is where a lot of the new big telescopes are going to be, is I guess in this area. And yeah, there are some spots where it is definitely dark, for sure.
So, Ron, Amanda's on right now, huh?
That's cool. Very nice. Very nice. So yeah, obviously these are the locations of some cities, right? But yeah, pretty dark. Pretty dark. I thought that there was a way, analyze data by selecting a pixel. I thought that there was an overlay here. Let's look here. Well, let's see, raw. Okay, this
That's
let's
Chuck Nagram's My Weather Command.
What? It's still not behaving?
No, I had to okay his Nightbot command for some reason.
Oh yeah? Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a little weird. Yeah, that's a little weird. Rainbow, grayscale, green, yellow. Let's stick to that. So yeah, so there it is for the Atacama Desert. So that's a pretty good location, right? Nice and dark here.
Yeah, I didn't have to approve Tim Robinson's, but I had to approve Chuck's.
Huh. Well, Nightbot or
Or the
YouTube or
YouTube
somebody.
automation.
Yeah. Acting a little weird, huh?
Well, it definitely got our
It's
wind speed
not
wrong.
the
We're
Nightbot,
probably about
okay, but
50
it's
or
the
60 at the moment.
automation.
Huh. Huh. That's some pretty high winds out there, though, Tim, anyway.
Yeah, it's blowing a gale out there now.
Wow.
All my garden furniture will be gone by tomorrow.
That's no good.
Yeah.
All
And
right, well, cool. So,
how is Susie still doing, Tim?
She's actually on the up. Thank you for asking. Yeah, she was tested for sepsis, and they're still not sure if it was or wasn't. But in a very rare case, she seems to be fighting it off manually. So who knows?
all right. Well, hopefully things will go the right way with that. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
I didn't have to. There's something's wrong with that YouTube auto spam protection. So Chuck, if you can try like the name of your city and probably something else like your state, maybe it would be better if you did.
yeah, you can try it for sure. But yes, so I guess one of the new things that was added was actually plotting these brightness things versus time, and so now, and that's what they're calling radiance light trends. So you can click on a location and yeah, you choose various parameters here, and we can do monthly, and let's just look at the entire time. It generates a chart, and so it shows you date down here and brightness here, and it does some kind of, I don't know if that's a linear fit. They're calling it a trend line, so it might be like a running average or something like that. It's hard to tell exactly, but yeah. So it sort of looks like it's hard, because there's a lot of scatter here, but it looks like that this particular location in Chile is slightly getting brighter, right? I mean, back in 2012, right, it was averaging about 30 nanowatts per square centimeter per steradian, and now it's edging up towards 40. So yeah, that's a significant increase, right? That's an increase of what, a third or a fourth? I guess of a fourth. That's pretty significant, I would say. So, all right, well, cool. Let's pick another location. Obviously, that's some kind of a city there. You can see all the roads and stuff. Don't know what city that is. I don't see any markings here for that. I don't know if there's a way, aerial imagery, dark road imagery, road imagery. I don't know if this would. Okay, so that is the city of Arica, Arica. Okay. Anyway, just relatively near to the at least some of the new large telescopes. I forget exactly which ones are going down there, but yeah, pretty amazing. Let's see what else we can find here. Once you start to zoom in a little bit, you start seeing a lot of details, but we can also go to some larger include. Let's see if of Sao Paulo and brighter, fainter.
You're starting to
Over the years.
lag.
Oh. Yeah, I think I am. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. Let's see. I'm gonna anyway. See what happens here. Oh, I'm back with this. Try to close that up. Trend for Sao Paulo here before I have to completely give it up. But it's freezing my machine up. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know if anybody can still hear me or not, but I will exit this thing.
We can hear you, Bobby. I mean, Matt.
Obviously, the ground. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna, and we will move once I can. You guys at least still hear me on the panel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm trying to kill this. It's like completely frozen at my computer. So let's just be patient here for a little while and see if it cleans it up. Yeah, that was just too much for the. So realize that, but no, I don't. I don't pings. All right, so I am slowly this particular window to die. Hopefully, you're all still with.
Your audio is breaking up. That could just be my wind conditions here, though. And I'll rephrase that.
In
The joys of technology, eh?
Yep. And right now, they were just waiting on Cosmic to come back. Huh? What Cosmic's doing? Well, at least we'll be listening to Earth Radio right now.
I wonder if I can actually listen to that at the same time as this hangout. Are you on the Mixlr on that one, Bobby, or through YouTube?
Oh, Mixler? I'm actually playing on my Fire Stick.
Right, okay. See if I can get both. I forgot what email I use. Try that one.
Yeah. Did anybody, Chris, did you just heard the music or what? I even had to refresh the force. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it down just for the hell of it. If you did hear the music and stuff.
I couldn't hear it, Bobby. Ever so slightly, should I say, in the background.
Yeah.
But I've got it on myself now anyway, so.
Yeah, I see you on Mixer right now, Tim.
Uh-huh. I've forgotten your name on there.
Master Player 31.
Oh, yes, got you. Yeah. Yeah, got you.
Yeah. Man, I wish I have Cosmic's WhatsApp or his VPD so like you're reading it off and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I've got his WhatsApp either. I doubt it very much.
Yeah. Yeah, one by myself, if Cosmic has to go somewhere, had to get off during the stream, I usually get off as well.
No, I don't have him. I didn't think I had. Right.
But I guess when you're still around, so wow, Ron, Windows 10 got some updates by surprise. You have a WhatsApp too, Jim? Oh yeah, I'm listening to it right now on my Fire Stick right now, Ron.
Bloody thing.
Oh, oh. Okay, Jim. Alright, delete